subtracting whole numbers. Here in 4th grade, we subtract just like students have learned to subtract in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. The difference being the numbers that we use are larger, and we also estimate before we solve for the difference. Let's have a look. Here's a subtraction problem that we solve in 4th grade. 437,546 minus 146,869. Before we solve this, we want to get a quick estimate of the difference. And we do that by rounding each of the digits in the subtraction problem. We have a rule that says unless told otherwise, we always round to the largest place value. In this case, it would be the 100,000ths place. To round, we take a look at the digit to the right. 3's round down. That's the rule we learned a few days ago. To show that we are rounding, we draw an arrow off to the right. If 3's round down, then 437,546 will round to 400,000. Taking a look at the next number, we're rounding to the 100,000ths place. We look at the number to the right. 4's round down, so 146,869 will round to 100,000. It's a subtraction problem. So we have 400,000 minus 100,000 will be 300,000. That is our quick answer. Now to solve for the actual difference. I point out to the students that when I write my numbers, I leave a little gap between each digit because I know I'm going to be working with them. We'll be crossing out and borrowing, so I want to have room to do that. We begin on the ones place. Notice we've lined up all the digits so they're on top of one another. And we begin with 6 minus 9. We can't solve that because if you had 6 of something, you tried to take 9 away, there aren't enough. So we need to borrow. The 6 goes to his neighbor, number 4, and he borrows from there. The 4 will become a 3. The 6 will become a 16. And the reason this works is we're working in the ones place. If we borrow 110 from the tens place here, the 4 tens will now become 3 tens. And then we're adding 10 to the ones place. Well, 6 plus that 10 is 16. So now we have 16 minus 9. That is a problem that can be solved, and it is 7. And we move over to the tens place. 3 minus 6 can't be done. The 3 will go to his neighbor and borrow. The 5 becomes a 4. The 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 6 is a problem that can be solved, and that's 7. And we move to the hundreds place. 4 minus 8. That can't be solved. He borrows. This becomes a 6. The 4 becomes a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. We put in our comma. 6 minus 6 is 0. 3 minus 4 can't be done. He borrows. 13 minus 4 is 9. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. So our difference is 290,677. We compare that to our estimate of 300,000 and we say, yes, that is close. That's a reasonable answer. It's the kind of number I was expecting to find. 290,000 is close to 300,000. Another thing I point out to students while we're reviewing subtraction is the terminology that we use. The subtraction problem is a minuend minus a subtrahend. And the answer to a subtraction problem is called the difference. So in our sample problem here, 437,546 is the minuend. 146,869 is the subtrahend, And our answer, 290,677, is the difference. This is subtracting whole numbers in 4th grade.